Hello and welcome to OZChris versus DC Comics for week 4 of September, here with reviews of Batman, Curse of the White Knight, book 3, Batman Superman number 2, Detective Comics number 1012, The Flash number 79, and Justice League Dark number 15. So starting off alphabetically, as usual, we have Batman, Curse of the White Knight, written, here we go, the written art and the cover by Sean Gordon Murphy, and the coloring and cover coloring by Matt Hollingsworth. So Batman has been attacked by Azrael, but is saved by the GTO, which Nightwing and Batgirl are a part of, and Batman reveals his identity to the other members of the group, and reveals a little bit more of who Azrael is, or who at least Joker believes him to be, what's going on with him, why he's deciding to be more open with his identity. So as Batman goes to interrogate Joker about what's going on, he brings Harley with him as well, hoping that to bring out the Napier side of him, but it doesn't work. So they go on to investigate to investigate the location of where Joker found out about Lafayette Arkham and the Order of St. Dumas, Azrael, and all that, to see if they can get any clues about what's going on. But something dramatic happens featuring Azrael, and I'm not going to spoil it there. So story, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Progressing actually quite well. Learning a bit more about Azrael, very little, but Bruce is now more open with everyone else. He's got everyone up to speed of what's going on. He's being blackmailed, something to do with Azrael, Order of St. Dumas, his past, Edmund Wayne and all that. There's a connection there. Joker knows something about it. He's not saying anything, so it is progressing really, really well. Art and coloring, I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. The art and coloring, this is really, really good. The cover itself, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. I think this is a good cover. It really is. Good art, good coloring on that. My main gripe, if you've been noticing, I've been trying to hold back a certain page that has fallen out. Unfortunate that I got a comic in this state. Thank you, Diamond, or the printer. Unfortunate. Didn't ruin my enjoyment of the book though. But this was still a good issue regardless. On to Batman Superman issue number 2. Written by Joshua Williamson, art by David Marquez, coloring by Alejandro Sanchez, the cover by Marquez and Sanchez. So the world's finest go up against Earth's mightiest nightmare, the Shazam who laughs. Batman is a bit, Batman can't particularly do much against a magical, superpowered hero. The Shazam who laughs tries to mess with Superman a bit, change him back into Billy, trying to get him off his edge and infect him as well with the battering that the Batman who laughs has created. But Batman isn't Batman if he doesn't give up, and he flies the Batman who laughs own bat plane into the Shazam who laughs, and is able to stab him back with the battering as well. But the Shazam who laughs gives Superman an ultimatum: stop him or save a falling Batman. And he goes to save the falling Batman, and they recuperate, and they have to figure out what do they do next. Anyone could be infected. Shazam, one of the most powerful heroes on Earth, is infected as well. What are they going to do? So yeah, that was it mainly for that issue. So story, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Plot's progressing really well. There's quite a lot of good action scenes with it as well. The art and the coloring, I'm going to give a 4.5 out of 5. The art and coloring here was absolutely great. There's a lot of great scenes with the art and coloring, Batman flying the plane into the Shazam who laughs, and then stabbing him with one of BWL's batarangs as well. Some great looking pages, and then also one of the first pages here of the world's finest against the Earth's mightiest nightmare. It's an amazing looking page. The cover, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 as well. It's great art, great coloring, a great looking cover. So on to Detective Comics number 1012, written by Peter J. Tomasi, art by Doug Monk. Probably mispronounced that. Coloring by David Barron. The cover by Gulam March and Arif Prieto. So, freeze frame. Finally, Batman is actually gonna, finally get to that story with Mr. Freeze. So Mr. Freeze has been ordering people to kidnap certain women. He's gone and created something that's able to let him survive outside of his suit. But mainly, he's ordered these people to kidnap all these women, which all look the same. They all look similar. They're all white, blonde-haired women, very similar to his wife Nora. And these actions haven't gone unnoticed. Batman has noticed these, and he goes off to the latest scene where one of Freeze's groups failed to bring back one of the women because, as Freeze stated, he wants them unharmed, and they accidentally harmed her. So Batman's gone back there to investigate. So story, I'm gonna give 4 out of 5. Good, really good start to this story. Finally, we're gonna get something where the cover actually matches what's going on in the interiors. So, good start to this story. Got at least the groundworks of what's going on. A little bit of Batman acting like a detective as well. The art and the coloring, I'm gonna give a 4.5 out of 5. Art and coloring here was definitely great. And the cover, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. Good art, good coloring. They don't necessarily confront each other yet, but at least there's actually a story where they're going to, at least. So on to Flash number 79, written by Joshua Williamson. The art by Rafa Sandoval, coloring by Arif Prieto, the cover by Sandoval, Julie Toronga, and Tamara Mori. So the user of the Sage Force has been killed by the Black Flash, and as the Speed Force is now getting stronger, with one of this other forces now uncoupled, and its user dead, and it being uncoupled from said dead user, Barry needs to find anything that can prevent both the Speed Force dying and the death of the other users. So they decide, if Barry can visit the Speed Force, maybe Fuerza can visit the Strength Force. But this is actually kind of a lie. What Barry is doing that is trying to hide them from the Black Flash, seeing if it will help. But after a short reunion with after a short reunion with Iris, they are met by another old foe. I'm not going to spoil who it is, but also while this is going on, we're still seeing all this stuff with the Rogues, all of that building up. They've gotten Glider back onto the team, so there we go. Story, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Plot's progressing really well. The Rogue stuff doesn't really matter at this point. Honestly, you could have just told the Rogue stuff in each of their separate pages on when it actually goes to that story. But the overall story of Death of the Speed Force is progressing really well. And as I said, an old foe returns to make matters even worse. The person responsible for releasing these new forces has returned. So very interesting. The art and the coloring, I'm going to give a 5 out of 5. The art and coloring here was really amazing. It was really good. The cover itself, I'm going to give a 4.5 out of 5. I think it's a great looking cover, great coloring, great art, great looking cover overall. Justice League Dark number 15, written by James Tynion IV, art by Alvaro Martinez Bueno, coloring by Brad Anderson, and the cover by Gulam March. So, The rest of the JLD reconvene back with Diana, who reveals that Cirque has been hiding the witch mark that she now possesses and is now more powerful, so they need to deal with her. Diana keeps Zatanna and Kent with her, while the rest go with Swamp Thing to connect with the Green. So Diana reveals like their kind of prison or museum for all these dangerous artifacts. One of the most dangerous being the Black Diamond of Eclipso, which she's going to use to return back to that place where all the users of the witch mark go when they pass away. And she needs Zatanna and Kent's help dealing with Eclipso's soul, so she doesn't get corrupted by it, as they need the Black Diamond to achieve this. But back at the Amazon forest, Papa Midnight and Florida Man head to the Parliament of Flowers, try and force them to help with Cirque's Injustice League, while they encounter Swamp Thing, who finds out about them, and something goes wrong with Man-Bat, and basically the Injustice League Dark have made their move. So story, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Good story, progressing really, really well. The art and coloring, I'm going to give a 5 out of 5. The art and coloring here was absolutely like really, really, really good. Really great, amazing art here. The cover, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. Good art, good coloring. This doesn't really happen yet. The Justice League Dark don't face off against the entirety of the Justice League in Justice League Dark as well. They do encounter them, but not like in this big battle between the two. So that is it for those comics. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.